Thanks for the tip, Sandworms. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year, Rama. Don't worry about at least. I was like, why are they playing that there? Because, I goose the right to restrict where they can ultra on the last turn. So if they Patriot plus Mystique here, they add 8 up to 17. Patriot gets them to 19. No, the Patriot will get pulled middle, so they can only go 8 to 17. So She-Hulk right wins there. Make this beach most combinations. Echo doesn't do anything, chat. They have priority, and they can play their stuff wherever. Does this beat Doctor Doom? Doctor Doom would give them 6 here, and it would give them 6 here. I'm going to 13. This beats Doctor Doom and Patriot Variations. Oh, I didn't count Mystique. We win this, right? We're winning on the left. Let's add the other two.
Victory.
The half-baked casserole, draw, win. little bit cooked. I was a little surprised they were filling the New York, but also makes sense. a lizard here in an attempt to grab priority to like Cosmo with priority. May or may not be right. Let's go do this. Hey, Biorad, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Happy Friday, Bummer.
Snap.
They can't blob right. Cosmo will mean they can't blob center. Just like slowly restrict them out of the game. 3 hello bar. Thank you for the over 4 years. Appreciate the 51 months. Kind of want to do this, so that way I'm beating the vision center, and this gives me 7 here, which ties this. Well, I guess I could lose that breaker. I kind of want to soak at least 3 here, so that way I'm beating the vision to the right. This might be wrong. Probably getting ghosted based on the fact that they haven't made a play yet and the timer was almost all the way down. Thanks for the resubs in there. Chaos, I appreciate the 13 months. Mossberg, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. We are in fact trying some full cope Storm Jessica Jones. That is one of my comfort places. Yo, it isn't a comfort place yet, but we gotta go there every 40 minutes anyways. These adverts. We'll see you in 120 seconds, non-subs. We'll be back with more of this Hulk deck when we're done. You're vibing on the YouTube side, consider tapping the like button. 150 viewers over there, only 38 button pressers. I believe in your ability to find the button. You can do it. Yeah, Goose Cosmo, Goose Storm, Goose Echo. It's my next card I'm going to split. I don't know. I got a few cards here I'm waiting for boosters on. So So Shuri, Colleen, Kingpin, Spectrum, Ghost Spider, Snowguard. These are reasonable cards I wouldn't mind splitting again, or starting to split. I think I want to wait for a different variant on Shadow King, though. But, like, a lot of these, like, these are cards that I've, like, only split 1 or 0 times. So, like, in order to split them towards a premium split, I need, like, 6,000 plus credits. So it's either a large spew or a long wait. Oh, Apocalypse. I split it already. This deck playable without Echo? I mean, it's probably not playable even with Echo, so, you know, knock yourself out. Spraticus! Thank you for the over 2 years. Welcome back. I expect most of the decks we play today to end up being thrown away at the end. Any that aren't thrown away is a happy surprise. Happy accidents. Yeah, it's a happy accident if we end up finding a little bit of. And honestly, I've talked about this before, but I think one of the reasons why there's so little innovation in Snap is because the ladder drives all of the players that are like some of the better players in the game to like care about their ladder rank so much that they can't afford to like lose points playing other things. You can't really innovate in a game like Marvel Snap if you're afraid of failure. Jackwater! Thank you for the entire year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. It's my favorite current deck I play off stream. I don't really play Marvel Snap off stream when the metagame looks like it looks like right now. Hey, we leave. No bad set of locations for us.
Escaped.
OTA in 6 days. And then patch is the beginning of January 9th. Oh, I don't know which mod put a fucking Marvel Snap Zone link in my command, but don't ever do that again. Thank you. Their website is a giant armpit stain of adverts that are just obnoxious and make the content unusable. Don't link them whenever possible. Actually unusable without ad blocker.
Breaking news.
Oh, it's annoying. Do I want to lock out a second location? I don't know that I do. Hey, bud. Professor Xing my Nebula path is some big brain shit that maybe I'm just not smart enough to understand. Maybe I just don't get it, gamers.
Snap.
Watch it like Goliath be in the center with the 2 extra energy from the Jin this turn.
Doom rules all.
Goose locks them out of getting extra power into killed here. In a perfect world. They can move Crawler. How do they move Crawler into the Professor X path? So you're right, they can move Crawler to play one more big card on the left, sure. Yeah.
Victory.
Well, I mean, there's still slogs of games, but this deck probably has the tools to be competitive into, you know, lockout stuff. The real question with anti-meta decks like this isn't even, can you keep up with the Professor X decks? I would 100% think a deck like this could certainly keep up with the Professor X deck. The big question with a deck like this is, can this style of deck keep up with the other things in the format that aren't the Professor X decks? That's really the big question. I think there are appropriate tools that you can keep up with the prison decks, but it's not like making a good deck isn't just the can you keep up with the prison decks question. It's the can you also keep up with everything else. And that's what a lot of people like. A lot of the online discourse when you talk about, you know, is a deck too powerful or does it need adjustments? A lot of the people that have never built or brewed something competitive in their lives will just be like, well, Jeff, there's counters to the deck you're complaining about, so the deck is fine, ergo. And it's just like, that's not how metagames work. Like, it's not just as simple as being like, okay, I can put 12 cards together that's 90% against Professor X. It's like, can I put 12 cards together that's like 60 or 70% against Professor X and not 10% into the rest of the field?
Iron Man.
It's enough, it might not be. YouTube Premium subscriber. As a YouTube content creator, could you please share your feelings on YouTube Premium? Thanks for the biddies, Lazarus. Yeah, YouTube Premium doesn't negatively impact content creators at all. It is a fine and good system. YouTube creators get paid out based on what YouTube Premium viewers watch.
The mystery intrigues me.
That sounds about right. Yeah, YouTube Premium's like Twitch Turbo. The creators still get paid, even though you didn't watch Edwards. I'm a little sad if Echo gets pulled here, but playing Nebula into the path that's gonna fill up is good. Well, might as well at this point, right?
Wind, aid my hand.
I was gonna slam She-Hulk, but I think I just play Jones now. This beats Goliath, right? Because if they move Jeff and Goliath here, they go to 19 and then I go to 22. This also beats Doctor Doom. Because if they move Jeff here and then Doctor Doom, they're at 10, I'm at 12. I think this is good, right?
Victory.
This doesn't beat Goliath left, though. I literally just counted that we beat Goliath left. This She-Hulk cost me 1 energy. If they move the Jeff and they play the Goliath, they go to 19, and I go up to 22, and I lose the She-Hulk. Or, sorry, I'm not counting the Jeff move. Did I miss it? I'm not counting the Jeff move, actually. Did I need to do nothing? I needed to move Jeff in full soak, is what I needed to do. Because this 17 counts the shark here, right? No, that doesn't work either because then they're nebula triggers. The opponent's deck doesn't play Blob. They don't have enough big cards to play Blob in their deck. Yeah, I guess I don't. They left, but I guess I don't have any permutations that beat Eliath here, huh? Yeah, the 17 includes Jeff's power. I could have left Jeff here and Soak to beat Eliath, but then I can't beat Eliath and Doom. So this play beat Dr. Doom, but it didn't beat Eliath. And if I leave Jeff here, I beat Eliath, but I don't beat Doom. Where have I heard that squeeze before? Every Marvel Snap stream for the last 2.5 months. Month and a half, whenever Eliath released. It's been a while, actually, right? Eliath was September, so 3 months.
This just in.
But that would have lost to the Eliath in the middle, Noggle. I was walking through permutations there to try and figure out, could we beat everything in every combination, or was it a flip? And the answer was, it was a flip. Part of me wants to do this. I guess that doesn't work. Let's get Golem. Really surprised they moved a card out of the Lizard Path. I mean, think that's good for us.
Snap.
Wind, aid my hand.
All right, I'm putting up a no complaining command like we've had in the past, just for the sake of my sanity. Which, for reference, is just to say, yes, the metagame is bad. No, I don't really want to hear about it constantly because it just creates this super negative feedback loop. So please, if you feel the desire to complain about the current state of the metagame, don't do it in chat. It's not helpful. I really needed to draw Cosmo or Echo here. That's true. We have a dedicated complaining thread in the Discord server. Go complain there. Yeah. Under Marvel Snap General, there's a complaining thread. This is what the game. This beats Blob, right? This beats Blob.
Victory.
Their vision moves here. They're 10 to 9, and then we lose to the Blob here and win here and here. The vision moves here. We're winning. We do it. Yeah. Okay. We're good. To play Nebula off of the door. Generally speaking, when there's a location that incentivizes people to play into it, you want to play your Nebula in a different spot. I wouldn't be surprised if Blob ends up being like as low as base 0 power even at some point. It's still pretty huge, right?
Oh, snap.
Okay, I think Cosmo into Soak play She-Hulk probably covers all our bases, huh? Or does it? Or does it? We're good, right? This is 15 up to 29. No way they go to 30, Copium. Good shit. Good shit. I gotta say, chat, I'm so glad I spewed on this bundle, because She-Hulk is just, like, consistently my happy place. Just consistently my happy place. It's an aces split, too, yeah. I think the token variant for She-Hulk's the second best She-Hulk behind this one that I have. It's pretty good. The new Hellfire She-Hulk is awful. I actually really don't love the Hellfire She-Hulk. Subjective, but it's not my cup of tea.
Wind, aid my hand.
I feel like I'm gonna win this just with the Nebula, plus potentially Jeff, and I want to play Jones in the middle. They could be like a Century Annihilus deck and get us, though. I feel like Black Bolt makes Shang-Chi likely. I kind of just want to play She-Hulk on the left. This Century plus an Annihilus here. It totally is, yeah. Oh. Jam Nebula into the Crochet here.
Parker!
I don't want to snap them just because I see Jubilee, because Jubilee could imply they're a Lockjaw deck, and if they Lockjaw on 3, I'm probably not in a position to be snapping. Probably a... Probably a Black Knight deck. I hope that 14 beats whatever the Jubilee finds here. I think 14 beats whatever the Jubilee finds on average, and I want to make them try and commit for the second cube before they find out. Doing math at how collector's reserves work when still unlocking series 3 cards. If I recall, you're guaranteed exactly 2 series 3 cards per 9 reserves. You can't get more or less. There's no getting lucky or unlucky with them. Cosmo the Nexus. Do I snap them now? I think the average Thanos deck just can't beat us soaking a bunch here, right?
Snap.
They can't change the Nexus, they can't blob the Nexus. Professor X doesn't matter. They'd have like Dino and Thanos, yeah. I guess I need to draw She-Hulk. Isn't Jones more power? There's a Cosmo that exists. Oh, you're saying it's more than soaking because it's 5? Yeah, that's true. This is 13, 16, 28. Their Dino is 11, also 28. I win the breaker, I think. Oh, they have Elsa. I lose to Dino. I only have 8 cards. They have 8 cards in their deck, though. They lose to Thanos. Thanos is 12. I guess I lose to Thanos, too. By Blob and Echo Lane does not reveal happen, yes. I should have left when I realized we lost to a second card. Like, losing to 1 card is fine to stay when they have half their deck still not drawn, but losing to 2 cards becomes statistically likely that we lose. At collection level 3,300 and still missing several Series 3 cards. Yeah, that's expected. Average Series 3 completion is currently somewhere in the 4,000 to 4,500 range. And it varies depending on how many Series 3 cards you bought for collector's tokens.
Wind, aid my hand.
Here's an endangered species, a Loki gamer.
Snap.
We still exist in the shadows. Oh, our She-Hulk is elusive. I can have my Shadow King. It's this. New York obviously makes this a giant crapshoot. I guess they could have my Jeff plus my Miss Marvel as well. Maybe I'm supposed to play my Lizard middle, actually, because they're less likely to fill there. That's Hawkish Shadow Man. The Hawk decks are still having really good performance, chat. The reason why Darkhawk has perpetually been a good card for so long is because it doesn't have truly bad matchups, because even when there's a card like Blob that's good against Hawk, you still get to disrupt their draw consistently, so they won't find it all the time. They can have my Echo. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it just lost us every which way. And this is, again, just like what it comes down to, right? Like, our deck has seemed consistently good into the Lockout decks, but just like thinking of all of the variables here, we're probably close to 0% in this matchup, right? I should just be leaving. Like, say, the longer I sit here and think through the permutations of things my opponent could have out of my deck, they're just all good against me, right? I don't think New York did us any favors this game. Like, obviously, we lost a New York coin flip super hard. But even without the New York factor, yeah, I probably just, and that's one of the things where this, again, when it comes back to brewing, where you have to be willing to lose and learn snap points for this. So, like, after thinking through how this matchup plays out and seeing it in practice, the best case laddering scenario for our deck into Loki is I'm probably basically never supposed to snap, and I'm probably only supposed to play low stakes games and only stay when it looks like I'm incredibly likely to win, right? And things like that you won't figure out without actually playing games and giving up some points on the in-between. It's why very little innovation comes out of people that are constantly hammering their big number. Or their small number, technically small number, right? Leg End, thank you for the half a year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Fandango Sand, thanks for the brand new primer. Yeah, you basically want to just like only stay if they don't have Loki.
Victory.
Come on there. Penguin, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Actually, it's convenient that was a free cube, so it's time to run some ads. We'll see you in 120 seconds, non-subs. BRB. If you're watching on the YouTube side, consider tapping the like button. We're up to 250 people over there and only 84 button pressers. Whether the number is big or small depends on if you're talking about rank or stat points. That's true. I notice you repeat the first words of your sentences sometimes. Makes you sound extra confident for some reason. It's a speaking technique when you're reading from a non-scripted thing to buy yourself time to fully formulate the rest of what you're trying to say when you know what you're going to lead on. Repeating the first word of what you're going to say typically sounds better than ums and awkward pauses. Pulling for any characters in Genshin 4-3. I don't think I'm pulling for Navia. I don't remember who the other one is. I don't think so. It's Navia, Ayaka, Raiden, Yomita. No, I think I'm skipping all of those. My wife has Ayaka fully built. I don't really like her play patterns. And I already have a C2 Raiden. Raiden's a great character if you don't have her. She slices and dices and goes into a lot of things. It's fine. I still have a C6 Charlotte to build, and at some point I should probably build my Nahida. I should just build resources back up in that game for a little while. Yeah, I got a second goose too. Thinking about it. Obviously, Elysium is here, but watch them be playing Silver Surfer. Advice for a lap player Pokemon. I am currently a Pokemon Unite Laps player. I think I'll probably wait to check them out again until they add draft. Yeah, okay, I was gonna leave. I think our deck, the way we're metagamed into Lockout decks, is probably close to 0% into this one, similar to Loki, so. Their draw is strong. We have Echo and Goose, which basically don't have text boxes here. The style of deck that we're playing is one of those ones that would really love access to a sideboard, right? Like, being able to... This deck's probably a deck that's really bad for Conquest. Because you're going to hit off-meta things that are just going to trash can you. Surfer's alright. Oh, we do not want to be a Sunspot deck against the Destroy deck. Would love to hit Cosmo here off the top for the left. Storm's not a terrible pull.
Wind, aid
Yeah, their Venom
my
coming in off of
hand.
Zakar is definitely good for us. If it's indifferent to you personally which platform you're watching on, it's more beneficial for me if you watch on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. think we're just supposed to leave. I'm just gonna leave. We've been spewing a lot of 2 and 4 cubers in games that I should be leaving, just trying to figure out what matchups look like, but I think it's safe to say we're done here when they get to Killmonger, my Nebula, and my Sunspot. Best snap meta of all time. I gotta be honest, they all just kind of blur together. It's also a very human thing that the bad ones are seared into my brain more than the good ones are. Hey, Human Trev, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Wind, aid my hand.
I think the current meta, being good or bad, is deeply subjective and largely based on how much you do or don't enjoy Professor X being in 20% of your games. Like, I'm not unreasonable. I understand that, like, I'm biased when I talk about the current metagame because my personal enjoyment of those types of things is low. This is a 4 cost, right? God, that fucking sucks, so I can't even miss Marvel into the right. Although I guess I'm still winning there if they had Ialisted across, right?
Oh, snap.
I have Goose here to stop a big thing on the last turn. Why are we emoting me when you're guaranteed to win? Why? Why? Why emote me?
Escaped.
Buzzy Dice, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Should probably just start muting everybody to start. Metagames in its current state, it's just gonna be way more likely that people are gonna make me annoyed rather than happy. It's the unfortunate reality. I don't think you should ever expect a permanent mute function out of Second Dinner now that they've started monetizing emotes. I'm glad that they gave us the ability to have people be permanently muted once we mute them the first time.
Wind, aid my hand.
When you mute someone, they are muted forever on your account. Anytime you pair into them in the future, they will be muted again.
All systems go.
Am I losing to Doctor Doom? No, I tie Doctor Doom, right? I lose to Eliath in the middle, though? This beats Eliath in the middle, right? Means I'm losing the right, though, and then I lose to a big thing in the middle. So this beats Eliath, loses to Blob. They have Maximus in their control deck, so they're probably a Blob deck.
Victory.
Wind, aid my hand.
Think Havoc will shift the metagame much? No, I don't think so. The flooded for the last turn to give us some more flexibility here. Yes, I would expect Annihilus is in their deck. I don't know that I can play for all three here. I think we're supposed to leave. I have a Cosmos. The Shadow King Right doesn't accomplish anything.
Escaped.
I think the Nexus is good for me with the Goose. Go Venom, Deadpool here, we're probably in trouble. Truly my king. We lose to death though, right? 17 here. No, we're gonna lose the Marvel bonus with the Shadow King because of the Goose. I don't think I snapped them today. Or snap them here. Just hope that it works out and take our 1 cube if possible. Oh, I forgot we have priority. because of the nebula on the right. I was thinking, by my brain, I was like, I'm losing the Nexus. We're going second. Not the case. I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna play for at least a few hours, but if I'm being completely honest, if I didn't have a contractual obligation to Manscaped to stream today, I probably would have taken the day off.
Wind, aid my hand.
Are you contractually obligated to stream snap? I mean, the expectation when I sign a sponsored contract is that I'm going to play the games that have the typical viewership that I have that they're agreeing on the rate through. So, Marvel Snap numbers are down because the format's not great, but my Marvel Snap numbers, while down, are still much higher than my Variety stream game numbers. And then, naturally, my She-Hulk and my Miss Marvel are my bottom two cards here. The coin flip against Blob feels bad, man. I think I'm gonna Lizard Storm Marvel here.
Wind, aid my hand.
I'm putting chat in emote only mode for the rest of the day. The average, that's not even things chat are saying. It's just I'm just not in a good mood for a variety of reasons, largely related to the game. I don't want to go off on chat for being chat, so we'll just make it be fun pictures for the day, and we'll call it. Probably just supposed to leave. I'm gonna stay. I have Echo and Goose. Maybe one of those can cheese it out for us. Oh, they're Cerebro 3. They're not a combo deck. Actually, don't think I want to put Goose here. I think I want to be able to She-Hulk here if I draw her next turn. So they can't Mystique anywhere because there's Cosmos here, and I have an Echo here. Meaning at most they're going to 20 here. If I do this, it's +8 over here up to 22, so we should be good to go. They can't Velk the center because I have Cosmo. At most they're going to 13 here. I think we're a lock to win here and here, and then, yeah. Thanks for the quarter of your lunch, man. Felix Fossil, thank you for the almost 2.5 years. Welcome back. Got Amazon Prime again because they offered me the student pricing even though I'm no longer a student. Nailed it. Goose in the throne room probably means She-Hulk wins there if we get that far, huh? Then we have Echo to make Professor X not work here. It doesn't work here. I have Jones for the right with Nebula. I'm gonna snap them. Thanks for the 57 months, Coons. I appreciate the almost 5 years, everything else you've done here over that time.
Face the might of Asgard, Mjolnir!
Daredevil Thor! Spicy flavor of prison, at least. And there's our She-Hulk for the throne room. So I'm gonna put Jones on the right, I think. Cooking in prison, yep. Bad dog. Stop it. Who's the Miss Marvel I wanted for Christmas? Ship it. The Hub Maximus? Yeah. Someday in a far-off land, we'll resplit this Miss Marvel looking for gold. It's got this terrible green border, but I don't want to spend gold on boosters, so we'll farm up some boosters before we go for the resplit.